by now we all know what happened between Will Smith and Chris Rock. I'm not going to dwell so much about it, simply because I don't want to dwell on it. It's something that happened. Life goes on. But what I want to maybe speak about is just the lessons or maybe the takeaways that we can maybe understand from it or learn from it. So basically, to whom much is given, much is required. That's a verse actually from Luke 12:48. And simply just to say, as you grow, whether it's fan base, whether it's money base, whether it's age wise, there's so much people will expect of you, or there's so much that you need to give. And this is now maybe linking to what happened to Will Smith. Okay, so Will Smith, unless you were born like yesterday, everyone, not everyone, but I'll say so many people know who he is. Simply because he's a good actor, he's accomplished so much. We all know him. Compared to maybe Chris Rock, some people maybe are not well informed of him unless you are into comedy that much. However, both of them again are still great people. So what I want to say is basically the reason why it's an issue is because they are way up there. So many people know them. I mean, I'm someone in Kenya and I'm speaking about them. So as much as you're big, you just accumulate so many people, hence so much is required out of you. So I will not dwell on that simply because it's not something I want to do and I don't have so much info on that. But I want to learn from it. Maybe just use that and get to learn from it. If you take maybe a pyramid, it's kind of going like this. So when you're down there, there's a base, and the base equals, there's so many people like you. Granted, so many hustlers, so many this, so many that, some hardship and all that. As you go up the ladder, you become slimmer. That means not so many are up there, and that will say a few of you are there. So when you are very few up there, so many people are down here and they're all looking at you. Automatically people will expect so much out of you. Is it fair? I would say maybe not so much, but because of the respect you command, because of maybe the authority you command, the peer pressure you command, so many people will just somehow want you to behave a particular way. Well, granted, if this was any Tom, Dick, and Henry out there, we will not even have spoken of it. We will not even have noticed people who are fighting. We will not even have heard of it. So, one, is it fair? I don't want to say yes or no, but well, you are there, you get the goodies of it, but again, you still get the bad of it. The bad of it is so much people will talk about it, so much repercussion when something goes wrong. I don't know, you could lose your reputation, you could lose your job, and or ABCD. So basically just understanding the grace that you have or maybe the opportunity that you have and just use it wisely. Well, learning points from it, I will say one, do not share so much. For some reason right now, maybe it's a phase that I'm in, but I kind of feel we sometimes overshare in the social media. Well, maybe it's because we have our phones and anytime we want to do something, hey, I'm doing this, hey, I'm at the doctor, hey, I'm at here. There's some vibe or something that people just want to all of a sudden share anything that they're going through. Is it good? Sometimes, because you can get help. Sometimes, not so good. So learning from it, I'll say one, do not share too much. Granted, the wife is suffering from a medical condition, it's alopecia or whatever it's called, where you're losing hair, ABCD. If she didn't share, we ladies, we wear some wigs, we can do hairstyles, nobody will have noticed. Granted, she wanted to share, maybe to encourage someone, ABCD, whatever reason. Sometimes, if you know you're not in a position to maybe share, maybe you don't need to share so much. Because one, if you do share so much, then you're giving people a lot of content to use. Simply that. I would say just don't share so much. Hurt people, hurt people. Hurt people, hurt people. So rumors have it, or maybe it's alleged, that even Chris Rock was bullied when he was young, ABCD, yak yak yak. So it's even funny for him to, in his comedy, just use bully. Is it bully, or maybe that kind of attack where you're just making fun of people? You get. I would think because he was bullied, or maybe because he's going through some issues himself, he will not want to do something like that. But it's true that hurt people. And I've experienced this myself. And something that kind of assures me, or maybe gives me grace, is when something happens to me, I nowadays don't take it and start asking, what did I do? Oh, ABCD. Somehow it's deeper. There's something actually wrong with them. If somebody says bad things to you, trust me, it's not about you. It's about them, the space they are in, and maybe what is them having issues with their family. It's so much thing. So this is an encouragement to any person out there. If you've ever been bullied, if you've ever gone through any issue, trust me, it's never about you. It's about the other person. Granted, you are at the receiving end of their overflow or whatever they're going through, but trust me, it's not about you. So don't take it so much to heart, because it's about them. So I hope you take note of that, and trust me, as you go high, just know, one, it's a good thing, because I mean you're getting all the goodies and everything is working great for you. So as you growing high, just take note to maybe kinda now think of what you're sharing and think of what you're doing, because the repercussions are also great. Really, I just want to encourage any other person to just know it's not never about you. And if something happens like that, maybe you will not slap, but something else, just know it's never about you. So from Kunani, with love to the world or wherever, just have the best time and just make it worth. Otherwise, love you. See you next Thursday. Bye.